Hi everyone, thank you for tuning into my channel. As some of you might know, I have two kids. One is 2 years old and this little baby is 2 months old. And I wanted to do this video because I learned a lot with my first baby. Things that I didn't need to repeat with the second one. And one of those things were what I packed in my hospital bag. Now, there was so much unnecessary stuff that I took with because I didn't know any better the first time around. And this time I really knew exactly what I would need. So if you want to see what I packed in my hospital bag for baby this time around, please keep watching. Now, before I unpack this bag, I just want to say that of course your situation will determine what all you do need. These are all the basic things. My baby was born in summer, so I packed around that. And then also knowing that I did have the option of leaving, or my husband leaving the hospital if need be, if he needed to get anything extra, or if I ran out of anything, I'd be able to get it. I knew more or less what the hospital was giving me as well. So this is just for a baby born in summer. So you'll see the clothes that I packed were summer clothes, and then knowing that if I ran out of, I packed the bare minimum. If I ran out of anything, my husband would be able to quickly pop out, go home and get anything else that I needed. So here goes. This is a cool baby bag, by the way. It has quite a lot of space and it opens up all the way. So right on top, like I said, he was born in summer, but babies come out of like a 37-degree temperature, so you really want to keep them warm when they come out. And even if it is very hot outside, you still want to keep them dressed fairly warm or wrapped warmly. So I did pack one warm grower, and also my baby was born on the Saturday morning and I knew I'd just be staying for the one day. Same with my firstborn, I stayed one day and then left early the next morning. So your clothes, the amount of growers or nappies that you're going to be packing will be determined by how long you intend on staying in hospital. Having natural vaginal birth versus a cesarean also determines how long you need to stay inside of the hospital. Then I have a warm baby blanket, and this is just to cover him. Excuse him, he's now chatting away here. I have a baby wrap, and this is just so I can wrap him nice and snug, whether he's dressed warmly or not, or if I intend on just keeping him something light, I always just wrap him in a nice wrap. And then one of these used to be old school nappies, but I absolutely love them. This is from Woolies. There's no name, I don't really know what these are called, but this is just like a towel material, and this I use as a burping blanket. So I just use it over my shoulder as baby grows, and I can burp him over here and I don't get any mess. If I need to change him and I don't have his changing mat, I can use this before I lay him down anywhere weird, or even in the hospital. I either put his blanket down, or I like to then use this handy little towel and put it down before I put baby down. There we go. Growers. Now I packed, these are just the basic vests that go underneath everything. So for babies, you won't typically just put on a grower and there they go. It will always be underneath one of these. You'd have a grower, whether short sleeve or long sleeve. So these growers are also closest to the nappy, so these are the ones that tend to get messed first, with wee or poo. So I packed quite a few of these. For my one-day trip, I had about 5 of these, in case he messed in that 24-hour period. And then just light growers that I would put over these. I had this one. Let me take out all the clothes. Summer grower or vest, another summer vest, and then his coming home outfit, which is very important. So I had one of these. Like I said, it was fairly hot. He was born in March. he was born in March, so still fairly warm, but I wanted to keep him warm when I was taking him out. And a beanie. Important, they lose heat from their heads, or we lose heat from our heads too. Important to take a few beanies with. 2 I think would be enough if you're just staying overnight, you know, just to change him, give him a fresh one. And that's it for clothes. That's all I took for clothes. Now in your diaper bag you normally get these changing mats, and this you can put down before you change baby. I packed my favorite one with. I did get a hospital bag at the hospital as well, and they give you nappies and little sample bum creams or lotions, shampoos, you know, just little things that you might need. And the nappy bag came with one of these as well. There we go. And then a little toy for Baba. This was just something I took with for him to hold on and to play with. I used to sleep with this a few days before baby was born, so that if for any reason I needed to be separated from him, they could just put this, and I felt like it would smell like me. It would give him a little bit of comfort. What do I have? Okay, now this is unnecessary. You don't need such a big tub of, this is Aqueous cream, but I took it anyway. I also was not going to bath my baby, wash my baby at the hospital. I like to leave them about 2 days before I wash them at all, so I just wipe them down and then change them, just so that all that goodness, they just soak in all the vernix and goodness. But if I was to wash him, and if I just wanted to put cream on his body, this would double up as a wash and a cream. Now, side note, he's 2 months old and he does have a little bit of a sensitive skin. Now, I had sensitive baby washes and sensitive baby creams, and nothing was really completely stopping the breakout. And his pediatrician suggested that I just use the Bennett's Aqueous cream to wash and bath him with, because babies aren't really gross when they're still very tiny. So I just rub this on him and I wash it off, and it cleans his body and moisturizes it at the same time. So I had a tub of this. Surgical spirits. Okay, I also have a baby washcloth. How cute. Just in case I needed one. And then cotton buds. Now the surgical spirits and cotton buds is for the umbilical cord. Once it's cut, obviously you want it to dry up and fall off as quick as possible. Hello. And this is what I used. I also used, the first time around, which worked equally as well, was Wickerson powder. Wickerson powder along with surgical spirits. I used the cotton buds to dab it onto, and then just cleaned around the belly button. Do you have anything else in here? Okay. A few unnecessary things, but it did help me also with his belly button, just to really get the surgical spirits in nicely. Some earbuds. Okay, what I didn't pack in here, which I'll obviously repack this bag for this video, but what you really need to remember also is to pack your ID and Dad's ID, and I packed it in the baby bag. I also packed obviously my bag separately, but I made sure to keep that in here. I kept a little dummy. My kids don't like dummies, but I just took it in case. And then these are Cool Pacifier and Tiger wipes. So I knew that he, well, I hope that he wouldn't use a pacifier. Sorry. Hello? What's wrong? Do you also want to say hello, everyone? Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Winnie, winnie, winnie. So I also packed a pacifier, and I hoped that he wouldn't, just like his brother, that he wouldn't use the pacifier, because I dread having to take him off of it when he's about 2 years old. So he also doesn't like a pacifier, but I thought if for some reason I need to give him one or he would enjoy it, I took it along with these cleaning wipes just to clean it off in between his uses. Okay, then of course I packed his wipes. Bum cream. Ooh, socks. I packed probably 3 pairs of socks because I always, whether it was very, very hot and he wears a summer grower, I'll put socks on for him. And then nappies. Now I packed 2 different sizes. I give birth to giant babies. So the newborn nappies, they're very, very tiny and they did fit him, but I did take size 1s as well, just in case. And then in the hospital bag that I got, I also got quite a few nappies. So I took 1 tiny pack of nappies, which had about, I think it's about 20 nappies in there. I had a pack of those. And then from my previous hospital visits, I used to, you know, the reception will always give you a few samples of stuff, and this is Aqueous cream, so this would have been enough to take with instead of this big one. And then I also took the baby bum cream. So any samples that I got that I could shove in here, I just did. This was head to toe baby wash, which I didn't use, and then just nappy bags. And there really is nothing extra. Oh, and for sleeping, I definitely made sure that I took this along. This is just a wedge that I put baby on. Baby was sleeping with me from the time he was born, and dad also slept over, so we shared one king size bed. And in between us, I would just put this in between us so none of us can really crush baby. Our senses are heightened, so any sound he makes, any movement he makes, we're both awake. But this just gave me a little bit of comfort. And then also their bodies, I don't know if you can see, are at an angle, so it does help with the winds also. I just feel like just gravity helps gravity pull the winds down. Although we want it to come up, but if it's not coming up, let it at least go down. And that's pretty much what I packed in my hospital bag. There, like I said, your situation will determine what else you might need for baby, but that's pretty much the gist of it. You know, I think the first time around I packed 1 million baby blankets, 1 million wraps, 1 million growers. I had quite a suitcase. This baby bag probably just had nappies and wipes in because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what baby might need. You know, I had toys in there, I had teddy bears in there, and I really saw that those things were unnecessary. On the first day, all you're really doing is bonding with your baby, feeding him. Also, I knew I was going to breastfeed this time around as well, and I didn't want for any reason, I've always read horror stories where a mom is either out of it for some reason or she's had a seizure and obviously can't breastfeed right away, that nurses go away and maybe feed, I don't know how true these are, but will then feed baby when baby becomes hungry and they give them formula. So I didn't want to even have that option for them. I didn't pack bottles, I didn't pack formula, and I just hoped that I wouldn't need to be separated from my baby. So I didn't pack any bottles at all. Again, I knew that if I needed to, that my husband would be able to just pop out quickly and go and get one. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned a little bit. We all learn from one another anyway, and this is a learning process. We keep on learning as time goes. So I do hope you enjoyed it, and if you are packing your bag for delivery for baby, good luck and all the best. Thank you for watching. Bye.